Monday night.
What does that mean?
That means that Media Strikes Back is on, and we are sitting on this very couch, and you're wearing blue, and I'm wearing a leather jacket.
Blue. This is my favourite jacket. This
Yep,
is the
and
jacket
it's,
I'm going to get
and
married
it's during the day. Yep.
It is during the day?
Yep. Is there anything else you'd like to say about what's going on, or?
What about the lineup we have tonight?
Seriously,
Come on.
we've got a huge lineup.
We've got the Magician, Seb. It's quite seductive, actually. Who else have we got?
We've got Kaity Dunstan.
And then we've got the Royalz. And I've got like a song stuck in my head because I read their name and I'm like, Royalz. But I won't go into that. We'll talk about that later. Look, he does all these fancy card tricks and disappearing tricks. And yeah, this is a guy in Melbourne and he does it on the street. So let's find out all about Seb.
Let's go right now.
Hey guys, we're just here on the streets in the heart of Melbourne, checking out all this live action and checking out some of the buskers. So right here with me, I have Sebastian Alexander Rideaux, the Magnificent.
Nailed it. It's good to be here. Thank you.
I had to practice saying his name. It's quite a tongue twister. Well, I just loved your show just then. It was great. What made you want to become a magician?
Lack of other marketable skills, I guess.
Really?
No. I started doing dance when I was in about year 11.
Yeah.
And I did that for 3 years, semi-full-time. And then I went to the National Institute for Circus Arts, which is, yeah, I know, it's a real place. Dad. And yeah, so I studied there full-time for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I originally wanted to do partner acrobatics and then take it back into contemporary dance. And but they made you pick two specialties. So I chose magic just as a filler, and turns out that I really, really like playing with my deck.
Wow, yeah, because I can see you can do a lot of crazy stuff with that. It's just like an extra part of your body or something, the way you move it. How long have you practiced cards for?
It's pushing probably about 9 years now. I should be a lot better.
No, trust me, I'm impressed. I've been playing like poker and stuff and trying to do cool stuff with cards, but no, I can't even shuffle properly.
Ironically, I'm terrible at poker. I can't play to save my life. No, I win like one hand and get all excited and be like, I'll go all in. I have nothing. Yeah, I got nothing, so.
That's all good. One day you'll learn that. I mean, like, you've already got other talents anyway.
That's exactly right. I can make up for it with other skills.
Exactly. So what made you decide to come out into the streets of Melbourne and show your stuff?
Off my wares. Well, I just really like pleasing strangers on the street for money. Yeah, and this is the most legal way I can find to do it. No, I actually honestly just need to pay rent, and I can make quite a good living doing something that I genuinely enjoy, and I don't see any good reason not to.
Do you do anything else during the day, or is this like your full-time job?
I train full-time. For 6 months of the year. I do acrobatic and juggling circus shows for schools, teaching children about the value of healthy living. I work with Solid State Circus, and they're amazing.
Solid State Circus is amazing.
You're right. We recently set a world record, actually. We went to Hoopla Circus Festival up in Sydney, and we do what's called a 3-high. So I'm on the bottom, and then some dude who's way too heavy goes on top of me, and then another dude who's still a little too heavy for my liking goes on top of him. So that's like a 3-high, like that. And then the dude on top swallowed a sword. In all of human history, that has never been done. So just, you know, making new things.
You mean swallowing a sword's never been done, or the pile of people and then a...
Yeah, no one's ever done it while standing on top of two people. That's brand spanking new.
So then you must be strong.
Yeah, I totally lift, bro.
Can I touch your muscles?
Oh, if you must.
Is that a family pack you got there?
Yeah, that's the baby I made.
Aww.
No, it goes to...
I think I just felt a kick.
I'm getting all clucky.
Aww. But yeah, how long has it taken you to grow that moustache?
Right, I was waiting for you to mention it, like, to be honest. It's taken me about 2.5 years now. Yeah, it comes and goes, it sort of trims down. People think I've been growing the mustache for as long as I've been doing magic, but obviously I didn't come out of the womb with this thing.
Are you sure? How do you groom the stash?
Do this. I use an actual mustache comb. I always thought those were just like novelty joke things, but you get an actual mustache comb and Clubman's mustache wax. And it takes me about 5 to 10 minutes. And you get it all just so, and it's lovely because Clubman's mustache wax is lemon scented, but it does not taste like lemons. Yeah? It's like soap. Don't eat it. But yeah, and then you just sort of get it all sorted. And then when you go out, every 15 minutes, somebody tells you that they approve of what you've done with your face, which is a lovely way to be.
Welcome back, guys. Now we have a very talented young artist that we're going to have a chat to, and her name's Kaity Dunstan. Kaity Dunstan, she's very, very young. She's only 17.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
And she's super talented.
She's super talented, and I'll tell you why. It's because she's actually been in the gigging scene since she was like 13.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's been doing pubs and stuff.
Have you seen her anywhere else?
Well, yes, we have.
You mentioned that, JD.
We've seen her on The Voice.
Oh,
so,
right.
Yes,
I thought the name was familiar.
Yeah. So she was on the recent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was cheering
season
her
of
along
it.
at home when she had her first run up there. So.
Yeah. So she did really well, and that's opened up a lot of doors for her. So
Great.
yeah. So we'll
let's find out
see
a
what
bit
she has
more.
to say. Yeah.
Do I seek out me? Seek me inconspicuously. I hide small scars appear on the side. Float alone down along the dew road, and all my feet can't touch the ground. And my heart is bleeding. Words are distant echo to me now, and I vowed I wouldn't let it all out. Late now. Fall from grace to a dark and empty place below, where all the good men go. Knock 3 times, use the key, and I must outfit the lights of those who judge how good a person goes, and all my feet can touch the ground. My heart is bleeding. Words are a distant echo to me now, and I vowed I wouldn't let it all out. I'm laying now, and all my feet can touch the ground, and my heart is bleeding out. Words are a distant echo to me now, and I vowed that I wouldn't let it all out. I'm laying now. Oh, my feet can touch the ground. My heart is bleeding. Words are a distant echo to me now, and I vowed I wouldn't let it all out.
Nice. So, what's a little bit about what you've done so far musically? Like, you're so young. How old are you?
I just turned 17.
Yeah, so young. And how long have you been doing music for?
Forever. I think a long time now. But we've been playing the pubs for about 4 or 5 years now. So.
Hey, are you allowed to do it being so young, or?
Our dad has to come and take us in. So he takes us in, and he's our parental guidance, and we leave by like 10 o'clock. So.
And what's it been like doing pubs, so young,
Well, Well, I kind of look older than I am, but back in the early days, because I started singing in the pubs when I was about 13. So in the early days, people would be like, "Why is this 5-year-old child here?" And then I don't know, they liked it in the end because I'd just be like, "Yeah, sing along," and then they'd just sing along. So.
But how do you think that's helped you, you know, because obviously a lot of people that are your age kind of just wait till they're 18 to start performing. How do you think that's helped you to now, like to your gigs now?
I think it's definitely helped me with my stage presence and how I kind of interact with my crowd and how I'm able to talk to people on stage and things, and it's learning a lot about different kinds of people that you meet on the way, I think. So it's helped a lot.
And how would you describe your general style as well? So, you know, obviously you've been performing for a little while. So has that helped you grow a certain style, or how would you kind of describe it at the moment?
It's kind of like acoustic indie pop at the moment, I think I'd describe it as. It's very like, it's a little bit quirky and very earthy, and it's very chilled out, but at the same time we've got some like boppy numbers, and it's a bit eclectic at the moment. So.
And you've been writing your material for a long time. Have you been writing since you started gigging as well?
Yeah, way back.
And how do you go about writing your stuff? Because like we said, like it's really different. So how do you go about writing?
It's more just like I'll get an idea and then I'll just play some chords and then I'll be really manic about getting it done, and I kind of just write it all down and play it all out, and then I just leave it for a bit and then I come back to it and kind of tweak it up. But I normally do it in a really short amount of time, about half an hour's time. I'm like, and then I'm done, and then it just kind of settles.
Would you say that's what most people do, or like is that what you think is right, like just to leave it and then come back to it?
I don't know. Nothing's right. There's no like way to write a song. I think everyone does it differently. I have a lot of friends who will sit down with like a topic and write about the topic, or like Sarah writes as well. One of the girls in my band, and she just writes like me, like just blurts it all out at once. So it's kind of your own thing. Yeah.
And your most recent experience was on The Voice as well. So, and like up until then and now, how has that helped you in terms of like, you know, experience and your style and that kind of stuff?
I learnt a lot. I think I learned a lot about the industry and kind of where I think I could sit in the industry, and I kind of learnt that, you know, there is a spot for me, and I don't know. It's just, I think you have to know what you really are and who you really are, and kind of not let people try and move you from that. So I think that's what I learnt from The Voice.
And now you're in a group. There's Kaity and Co. And how did you guys become Kaity and Co?
Well, I was playing with my sister, and then my sister's friend played guitar. I'm like, you should join our little like acoustic duo. She's like, okay. And then my friend Sarah,
she was the video girl.
Yeah, the video girl. Yeah, she was helping us film YouTube videos, and we've got like a few YouTube videos up on my YouTube channel. And so she just joined in, and now we just all play together. And it was only recently she joined in, about a month ago. So yeah.
And what's the future for Kaity? Like, what are you planning on doing? Obviously, like with your style and with the band, and what's the kind of plans for you?
Well, I'm going to start working on my EP, and I'm going to release some things independently a bit down the track. And so just try and really hone in on what I want to do and the style that I want to put out there to people, and then release it and then see what happens.
Nice. Well, thank you very much, Kaity, for chatting to us. And where can we find you? We can find you on Facebook and find you on Twitter, Instagram.
Kaity Dunstan, at Kaity Dunstan, Twitter, Instagram. You can find me on my website or on Facebook.
All the social media.
All the social.
Well, thanks, Kaity. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
What'd you think?
Oh man, I saw her on the
Yeah.
Voice and and I've seen other material. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why she's been in the industry for so long, and hopefully it kicks up again for her,
Definitely.
and she just really goes guns a blazing.
Yeah, I think it's so. I mean, I've been doing, especially like music. I've been doing it since a really, really young age, and it helps a lot, and you continue to grow. And she's only got, you know, so much more to.
Yeah, there's always
do with
plenty to
herself.
give, and you're always growing,
Yeah.
as you know. But you've worked with Kaity before?
No, we haven't. But we go to the same coach. So
Oh, right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So we get the same sort of.
So should we expect
Coaching.
to see Steph on The Voice soon?
I don't know. Maybe one day.
Who knows? Next year I'm going to
Thanks.
make her go. What do you reckon?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll sort that out
see.
over the ad break, all right? So let's go on an ad break, and then when we come back, we've got the Royalz. Yeah. Now,
Yes.
I'm not talking about the royal family.
No, and I didn't think that.
You didn't think that? Oh, good.
No,
I just
no,
wanted
no.
to clarify.
No. Yep.
But I must say that when I saw these guys on the lineup, I was like, Royalz. It's going gangbusters. But this guy's
awesome.
actually a hip hop artist.
Yep, okay.
So completely different. But hey, in his own right.
Do you like hip hop?
I do. I love hip hop.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we're going to cross to Tristan, who is talking to Royalz.
The T-Dog. Let's check it out.
I couldn't see where you coming from. I couldn't see where you coming from. I couldn't see where you coming from. I couldn't see where you coming from.
I'm not the one that you're looking for. I had your heart and took it all. Facing the judge at the booking hall. Sent me out through the book and all. I'm looking all days, then confused at the state when I blew the relationship blues that came with the news. Had my head down, crying and raising my shoes, man. Walking through the haze, talking to my grave. I'm drowning the acting awkward to my face. Cheer, right, I'm the one to blame and not the
Hey, what's up, Melbourne? Tristan here. I've got something special for you guys today. As you can see, I'm standing here to one of these guys. You guys probably don't know him, but this guy's like the most famous hip-hop artist I know, that I've met in Melbourne alone, that I know personally, the biggest. Anyway, Royalz, how's it going, man?
I'm pretty hungover right now, but I'm alright.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
So tell us, what's been happening?
Just released a video clip, brand new video clip 3 days ago. So that's just come out and just working on new music at the moment.
Yeah. Cool. So this new music video, I was looking at it, and it's not your normal styles. So are you kind of trying new things out, or?
Yeah. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and do something different. That's both with the beats and the lyrics as well. So I did a little something about heartbreak and all that, and put it together, and it worked out. Did a good video. One of my mates, Dal May, did an awesome video for it, and yeah, turned out good.
Awesome. So with this music video and all the heartbreaks and all the relationship and all the emotion, is that from experience, or what's going on, man?
Yes, well, sort of. It's a combination of a few past experiences, and as I was making the beat, it just sort of gave me inspiration, and I put down all my feelings on paper and rapped it.
How do you come up with lyrics? I mean, besides your past emotions and experiences, do you just kind of think of a topic and then kind of look, I'm going to write 100 words or something?
Well, it depends what you want to write. If I'm writing my usual like battle type stuff, I'm just like walking down the street, I come up with something, I think of something, I just write on my phone or whatever, and then put it together later. Or sometimes the beat influences me to write on a particular topic because of the feeling that gives you, and then just sit down and write it all out.
Cool. And you mentioned battle stuff, like we were talking behind the scenes before, and you were telling me how there's like battle rap or battle hip hop. Like, what was that all about?
Well, when I say battle raps, it's just like braggadocio type lyrics, battle type lyrics that you rap. But there are a few battles around. There used to be a few battles around Melbourne, but not so much anymore. There's just the a cappella battles, which I'm not a big fan of.
Well, no, like, what kind of battle is it? Is it like round one, like Street Fighter style? You stand there, I stand here. Royalz versus Trey Dog, and then like I'm gonna break it down. Or is it more like a pre-prepared kind of lyric?
Well, back in the day, it used to be people rock up on the night, put their names down, and then they just battle freestyle off the top of the head your opponent with a beat in the background. These days, people know who they're going to be battling months in advance, and then they come together in front of the camera, no beat, and just rap to each other.
So they can do their research, you know, they can Facebook, Wikipedia, this thing, and Google it. And
That's what it's all about these days, and I'm not really a fan of that.
so what are you a fan of?
In terms of battling, probably just freestyle skill, because freestyle is another skill for that some MCs have, some MCs don't, and it's different. It's different to writing raps.
Do you ever freestyle or
No,
you tried practice?
I'll try, but I fail.
Do you always end up trying to like, look, man, I'm gonna make a rap, but every last word's got a rhyme. So you know, my name is Royalz, and I like to. What actually runs with Royalz? I don't even know.
There's not many things to write.
You gotta change your name.
How about Trade Dog?
Oh, there's plenty, man. Let's take it.
Trade. I'll come up with something else.
Well, thanks for coming to the show anyway, and we'll link up like all the stuff you're doing. And if you guys want to listen to Royal's songs and music, it's gonna be on our Facebook page, and we're gonna link his face, your website and all that, and it's all the music on it.
Yeah. Grindproductions.com. All my music's there. You can download heaps of free shit on there.
I'm sicker than white folks in Bali who taste the water. When I'm spitting with the
I
cynics.
think I'm gonna start writing some hip hop.
Oh,
What do you reckon?
all right,
Yeah,
cool.
I think
You
we
know
should
what?
change it up.
You could tie that into your next year's voice audition.
I can.
So you can go in and you can
Yep.
sing hip hop.
So then it's not about my voice. It's
Well, no,
about
it
my
could be.
hip
It's
hop
about
voice.
your style and the
Yes.
fact that you can do various styles.
And then I can wear all my jewelry and just put a hat. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be the next Eminem.
Mix it all in there.
Yeah, okay,
And like
yep.
do some wacky stuff, and then I'm gonna teach you how to do a backflip as well, and you can do that in the audition as well.
Amazing. See, look at these great tips I'm getting from
Mate,
JA.
we have a lot of work to do, so guys, we're gonna leave you guys for tonight, and of course, jump on the website, have a bit of a yarn to us on Facebook and Twitter. But
Yeah.
we'll see you next week, 7 p.m. sharp.
That's right.
See you
See
there.
you then.